across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Look, squeeze. Recon, 132 fighter. No. Look at me, zip 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Watch twins. Leo. Hey, Alpha.
He'll drop to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Watch 15. Hey. No. Off. 61. Matchbox. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Look at me. Score. Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Taylor. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history. And he can... And oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Hey, Delta.
7, go. Mike 7. All day, point. Mike 7, Mike 7.
Watch that.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and 2, Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 25.
Bravo.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 7.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah. Mike 7. Mike
5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And some room to run now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Houston.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Get ready. One. Tighten up. Race, don't travel. Go.
They go play action. Mariota. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Rock it. Ready.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 7. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
Deep grip.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Mike 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Five.
Mike 7. Too little, cut. Mike 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
51, Mike 51.
Go.
51 to Mike, boy.
Hey, Haywood.
They're going to try and throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
Let's go, defense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Titans 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 7.
Bam.
Check 37. Check.
Yes. Shoot.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 7. I got it. Time is the money. Go.
Second and long. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Go.
What do you want? Mike 7.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They keep it with Smith on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Colts take over first down and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Slam. One. Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get moving.
This is Smith. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Check 9.
They'll run it again with Smith. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, and It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. He spins free. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now.
7. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's.
Hey, Zoo.
That's what I do. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
And the blitz does come. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 7's a Mike. Watch the slats.
Hey, wahoo.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Record. Check 3. Mike, 50.
They'll run it here with Smith. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Check, 53.
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. So that one will be accepted.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Bravo. Yep.
I got you. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
5.
They'll look to throw here. Campbell making the catch. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Check pass.
On 1st down, Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Smith. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash. Check 31. Slam. Set. 3.
On 3rd down, Smith. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
49. Check 49.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
51, Mike.
Look, squeeze. Leo. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. High 7. Hey. Motion. Hey, check motion. Go.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. Hey, lock it.
Box it.
Hey, foxtrot.
951.
Hey.
Check tight.
Lee Griffin.
They'll drop the throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
51's the mic.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Roll out. Rock it.
Deuce.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. All day.
Look at me. Zipper.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to